torture has just started up quite badly. I'm being mouthed at by Margaret. Everything is punctuated by a wet mouthing noise. She was saying something like, go on then, and then she's doing all of this at me. And I'm being shown Pauline Thompson and Peter Hawes as well. And when I was in the bathroom washing my hair, Peter Hawes was being shown to me shushing as well. And now the pressure is being manipulated around my body. And I'm being shushed at, and I'm being made to feel the pressure on the mouth of the finger that I'm being shown on the various personas of i.e. Peter, Margaret, and I'm being shown Pauline as well, who is not doing that, but they're just looking like that at the moment. And I'm very worried because I haven't been tortured all day for the first time. I've been shown the personas. I've had the persona of Margaret talking crap through me, but not the unbearable pressure changes, the sensation of that being put on me, as well as being shown that outside of me. On the personas, I'm being shown Margaret doing this constantly at the moment. I'm being shown pressure changes. The visuals of Peter Hawes are just I don't have the vocabulary to express how offensive the man is. Totally estranged from me. Has been between 25 and 30 years.
It's going to be more and more challenging because with the shows that
I find it just too traumatic.
The return from those shows with social distance.
I'm being shown Margaret doing this, and I'm being made to feel it. I'm being shown her actually outside, beyond the balcony, doing this, and I'm being made to feel the sensation of the action that she's doing. I'm being made to feel that in my body of the action that she's doing. She's being shown about 3 meters away. I'm also concerned because my tooth, I lost one tooth that just rotted over the course of the 2 years during which I've been tortured and fell out. And now I've got further tooth pain, and it's been quite severe this evening, so I'm very, very concerned. I'm being shown this at the moment by Peter Hawes' persona at lap level, that is. We're now showing Hannah Lewis's persona. My words were being controlled just then, and I had to override it and say Hannah instead of whatever else. And I'm being made to feel that on me. I'm being shown Peter behind me. It's horrendous. I can only assume there were jobs or something that I might have wanted to apply for, and that's why it's starting at 11 p.m. at night. I'm terrified. I'm really scared. Like I say, today, during the day, I was relatively out of pain, still being interfered with by the personas, but completely out of pain. I wasn't having sensations put through my body like I am now. I'm being shown Peter Hawes and all of this sensory manipulation, which is really the worst part, and that must be the first time in a long time. It's just indescribable manipulation to get your head around, because I was thinking, as soon as it stops, it's unbelievable, and really that means that I'm struggling to know how I'm going to present it and try and explain it to somebody else, because when I was out of it, like I say, during the day, and I was walking back with my shopping, I could not, despite being in pain for the most part. I'm being shown sensation around my face to the right hand side as I'm speaking this. So I couldn't remember how bad it feels. I only know how debilitating it is. I can't feel the pain. It's not like I went, you don't know how, you can't remember how bad the pain is once it's ended. You just know, that it was bad, but you can't remember how bad it felt. So, and like I was thinking of when I had that accident and I burnt my chest. I'm being mouthed at in the background right now, and I'm being mouthed down my right side and being given sensations on my right side. I'm being shown Peter Hawes being projected through my body to the right hand side back behind me. It's really awful. I had an physical accident, burnt my chest. very severely. I needed to go to hospital several days afterwards because I wasn't healing and I was wetting all the bed sheets and I was basically bedbound for 3 weeks. So I know, and part of the treatment was excruciatingly painful. And all I know now is that I have changed. I'm being shown pressure all around me. I'm being shown artery around me. It's disgusting. It's horrendous. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is for my own thought processes, that I remember that the treatment was excruciatingly painful, even more so than the burn. I'm being shown Peter at my lap level right now. It's horrendous. So yeah, the burn was really painful, but the treatment was even more painful. I don't remember. All I remember. So to explain this to somebody afterwards when I'm not in pain, and that I know that I'm being shown Peter doing all this at the moment. I know that I have been in excruciating pain from this since October, and today it occurred to me I've not been in pain, wheezing, unable to breathe, flinching through the being made to feel things physically all day. And then I'm trying to think of, well, how when I'm like that, and it has been like, 8 hours, do I go to the police station? Because I'm going to report this, because
You haven't cheated. You're not pre-recording it.
5 years, 5.5 years, 6 years is an inexplicable amount of chunk of my life to take. There are other things, bad things happening, people with bad wrongdoings that are being done to me during that time, but that 5 years is or some of the times inexplicably lost due to me being in pain in bed. Anyway, so I'm going to have to explain it. It's hard to remember that and describe the severity of the extent of the pain, like when I've been wheezing because Margaret's voice is coming through me when I'm out and about, when I've been dropping things because I'm being interfered with by the personas. With Margaret, Hannah, Pauline. When I'm saying things that are being put through me by Margaret Medina's voice, even in her voice, even sounds like her voice. It's her expressions and it's her voice. When I'm in so much pain, I'm begging for mercy, because that's typically when I'm on my own. I'm being breathed at the moment. I'm being shown big fat wet lips. Anyway, so I'm being I'm going to do it now. In a year, you won't remember what's 5 years. Some things will be fucking time limited. I'm being told right now, go to the police. Nothing's going to improve in here. Every single year through, I'm being given multiple things at the moment, and I'm reacting. Because I'm being provoked every single year through this torture. They've said next year. This has gone on for the biggest chunk of my life, and then there's online stuff about jinn being related to something about them trying to do you out of your fertility, and that would certainly apply to me, because this is like, but it's just so evil.
It's bleak as hell being in here.
It is just such an evil thing, and I was reflecting last night. I was getting upset, but I'm being fucking manipulated around me. Peter is a stranger, for instance, a stranger. 30 years a stranger. And I'm being shown his image constantly now since 2018. It is horrendous. I'm being shown a really solid image of him to my right hand side. I'm being told to get no, I want millions of pounds compensation. This is the most depraved violation. It is horrendous, the pain, but the actual premise itself is horrendous. The premise, whoever dreamt this up, is unthinkably sick. I'm being told it's me. No, it isn't. It's sick. The guy's a stranger. For my sanity, for my well-being, that needs those boundaries. Those boundaries are what they are, and it's disgusting. It's even the exposure to Hisham Bawissa and his family, and Hannah second to that really annoys me as well, because as nice a girl as she is, as though I don't have a dispute with Hannah specifically, I don't care to be exposed to her all 24 hours a day, which is what part this is involved in this jinn. This jinn's brought Hannah's persona in out of the 6 siblings. Hannah all the time. Hannah Bawissa all the fucking time. Hannah Bawissa's words. Sometimes Hannah Bawissa's phraseology. Sometimes I'm being told crap all of the time, and then I look around. I was on an apprenticeship call today from Ealing Council, and the kids are kids. They're kids, and believe me, they're not waiting years for things. I've got nothing that I've been told nothing that was done to me before torture, it rings true. It's not true. It's totally untrue. And it's bollocks. You've just ruined every single day of my life ever since I bought Lovelace House. Every single day of my life. I feel like I've been used as a piece of meat that somebody has literally used as prey, that they've used against my consent. Those were my best years, supposed to be the best years of my life, that somebody has ruined. They were the best years of my life. I was working in banking, had my own mortgage. These are not things that I didn't work for originally. I had a good foundation to have quite a happy life, to do anything I wanted, and they have been deliberately ruined.
Award-winning playwright and screenwriter, author of Brexit, The Uncivil War, Quiz, and on the stage.
I'm really worried about my tooth.
James Gray.
I was
As well,
nervous
the
because
pain
it felt
is-
like such a difficult argument to make arts funding against the backdrop of coronavirus and against the backdrop of the crisis in care and in the NHS.
For the tape, I'm being shown blowing at me. I'm being told this sound bite is being repeated over and over.
Is there a separate bailout that you would request from the government for theatres?
The cultural sectors are so profitable. I think the figure is about for every £1 you invest in the arts, you get about £5 back. We can pay for more hospital beds in our films and our television dramas and our theatres.
I remember the producers who were very caring and brilliant saying you might want to not go on social media after it's broadcast for a bit, or at least protect yourself, because people are understandably very
For the tape,
tense
I'm being
and
spoken at
heightened
as I'm
and
eating. I've got
you
horrendous
talking
pain
about
in
theatre
the
and
right
going
side of my
on
mouth. I'm
anyway,
really
it's
scared.
just
Being told by Pauline's persona, Hannah's persona, Margaret's persona, use Hampstead, Hammersmith Police Station. If you want my advice, don't use the police. Shush, now I'm being shown Pauline doing all this, but she's not Pauline's personality. She's really got a brash personality. Margaret, all this watery. And I'm being shown that on Pauline.
Normal audience members, they got really worried about the idea of a diminishing art scene and about theatres closing.
How is that going to get them compensation?
Quite a few theatres have felt like that they're on death row. I don't know what we're going to do.
There was one moment actually when the Plymouth Theatre Royal.
For the tape, I'm being shown Pauline singing through me, through my body now. I'm being shown that image in front of me, but the words, the sound is coming through my body. Because it was all in your head, heart, basically.
Going, are you kidding? I don't want that. I don't want my local.
I'm being told to report to Roberts though.
Absolutely devastated.
It's been normal people.
He was key
from
Turner.
normal pop towns and cities around the country who I think gained a sort of critical mass that really surprised the politicians.
And for the tape, I continue being shown Pauline. See, the words that come out of my mouth aren't my intentionally ones chosen. It's like short-circuiting my brain. Continue being shown Peter Halls being projected as though they were projected on my body. I'm being made to sense them around my body like a picture. Like they were being projected over my body, and I'm being made to feel horrendous, like it's a physical sensation.
Who's 92.
And I'm also being shown people shushing at me.
I'm saying this because he's currently shielding in a care home.
I'm really worried about my tooth. I already lost mine. This pain is exactly the same pain at the sudden
From
onset.
1964 to 2019, when he moved into the care home, he went to that theatre at least 4 times a year. I said to him, how do you feel about it being closed? And he said, well, I don't think it matters that much to me because I probably won't ever go to the theatre again. But he said, I can't bear the idea that no one will get to do what I did. Just say, shall we go
Pauline
to the
Thompson's
theatre this
persona is
evening?
saying get help, go to the police station because they won't stop ever against her. Then she's saying, know him.
Victoria Wood and Alan Rickman, where they had lost their big break, and they went on to entertain millions of people.
But when
I'm being made to feel like it's like threatening. It's like a ever closening sensation of a face up against mine. It's horrendous. It's like somebody has an effigy of me and they're like
There was a conveyor belt that leads.
Oh God, I'm really
smaller
scared about my tooth. I just knocked it again. It feels like it's going to crack. I feel terrible. I'm so scared.
To the West End, to Broadway, to
Like the pain from my teeth is also incredible. Now I can sit here crying if I wasn't on pills, on painkillers.
Things like the world comes from theatre. You will start to notice the difference if you can't be saved, and the facts
I've got
are-
pain. I've got Peter Hawes' persona being projected back behind me,
And they won't be able to reopen.
Just yesterday, Oliver Dowden, the culture secretary,
being whispered at
announced the creation
and
of
gobbled
a
at by
task force
Pauline,
designed to
Hannah,
address exactly
Margaret in front of me. They're all saying no, and then they go, and it's all this breathy pausing, and then it's nothing is coherent. Really, I don't have much memory on this phone to capture anymore, but
Nearly 4 months after lockdown began, this commitment to support cultural, arts and heritage institutions was unexpected and broadly welcomed. But with funds unlikely to be released to successful applicants until much later in the year, its limitations were there for all to see.
We have to recognize what it is. I mean, it's the biggest rescue package ever. At the same time, we have to be aware that the creative industries generates 111 billion a year. That theatre alone generates over 7 billion. So 1.5 billion is not going to be enough. But it was never, there would never be.
for the tape I'm being